You know, every single day, we put our faith in these incredible hidden systems. The traffic lights that get us to work, the bank that keeps our money safe, and maybe most importantly, the medical tech that keeps us healthy. We just trust it. But that trust, it isn't just hope. It's built on a super rigorous, almost invisible process. So let's pull back that curtain and see exactly how safety is engineered right from the very beginning.
Okay, picture this. You're in a hospital, and there's a machine there to diagnose you or to treat you. The absolute last thing on your mind should be, hey, is this thing gonna work? I mean, the stakes could not be higher, right? This device, it has to be precise, it has to be reliable, and above all else, it has to be safe. So, what's the guarantee? What's the hidden architecture that makes sure this machine works flawlessly every single time, when a life could be on the line?
Well, the answer is a massive, comprehensive quality system. And this isn't just, one final check at the end. Oh no, it's this whole web of checkpoints, all designed to catch any tiny issue long, long before a device ever gets near a patient. It's a system literally built for trust.
Now, at the very heart of this system is this powerful partnership: quality control and qualification. Think of it this way. Quality control, or QC, that's the action. It's the hands-on work, physically inspecting, testing, and maintaining things. Then you have qualification. That's the proof. It's the mountain of documented evidence showing that the action was done and done right. One is pretty much worthless without the other. You gotta have both.
So where does this whole journey begin? Well, it's not with the shiny, finished machine. Not even close. It starts way back with the piles of raw materials that will eventually become that machine. Quality is built in from the ground up, starting with the very first screw.
And boom, right away at this very first checkpoint, we see our action versus proof system at work. As all the different components arrive at the factory, they immediately get split onto two tracks. You have the hands-on check, that's our incoming quality control, and the paper trail, which is the incoming qualification.
So, the action at this stage, it's all about physical inspection. Technicians are actually handling the parts, they're checking the pressure gauges, making sure they're calibrated correctly, they're looking over the main boards for any tiny defects, and they're verifying that the glass and the steel parts are exactly what was ordered. This is a meticulous, hands-on check of all the physical ingredients.
But just a visual check isn't enough, right? We need the proof. And that's where incoming qualification comes in. Every single component, from a tiny screw to the main computer chip, is compared against its official specification document. And you can think of this document as the master blueprint. It's the documented proof that we are starting with the exact correct ingredients for the job. No guesswork allowed.
All right, our ingredients are verified. Perfect. Now we can move to the next stage, the assembly. Because, look, having all the right parts is one thing, but putting them together with absolute precision, that's where the real magic happens.
And you guessed it, for the assembly phase, the same logic applies. The hands-on work of actually building the device is called installation quality control, and the documentation that proves it was all done correctly, that's the operation qualification.
The actions here are all about oversight during the build. This includes technical inspections, where engineers are checking the work at really critical steps, and preventative inspections, which are designed to spot potential problems before they can even happen. It's kind of like having an expert looking over your shoulder the whole time, making sure every connection is secure and every component is placed perfectly.
And the proof for this entire stage, it comes in the form of the Technical Inspection Report. Now, this is way more than a simple checklist. This is the official, signed-off document that becomes the permanent record, proving the device was assembled exactly according to protocol. Every single step, every check, it's all recorded and verified.
Okay, the device is now fully assembled, it looks right, and we've got the paperwork to prove it was built right. But now, it faces its most important test. Does it actually work the way it's supposed to? It is time for the final exam.
At this final gate, the pattern continues. You know the drill by now. The action is the finished product quality control, and the proof is the performance qualification. This is the last hurdle before that device gets a green light.
Now, the action at this stage is more than just one last test. It also includes setting up the procedures for ongoing care, like creating preventative maintenance schedules. See, quality control doesn't just stop when the device leaves the factory. It's a commitment to making sure that device stays in perfect working condition for its entire lifespan. And here it is, the final, tangible proof. These are the documents that really matter to the hospital or the clinic that's going to use the device. The calibration certificate, which proves its accuracy. The calibration report. the maintenance report, which proves it's been cared for properly. This is the ultimate paper trail that guarantees the device is safe, accurate, and ready for patient care.
So when you pull back and you look at the whole picture, you start to see it's not just a collection of random checks. All these steps, from the raw materials to the final assembly and testing, they're all designed to interlock, creating this complete, comprehensive system of trust. This slide really lays out the entire journey at a glance. It's so clear. You can see the 3 stages we just walked through: incoming, installation, and finished product. And just notice how at every single step, the hands-on action of quality control is perfectly mirrored by the documented proof of qualification. It's a complete, totally interlocking system.
And that, right there, that is the fundamental promise of this entire system. This constant cycle of doing something and then proving it was done right is what transforms a complex piece of machinery into something we can genuinely trust with our health. It's not just built, it is proven safe every single step of the way.
You know, this system that makes sure a medical device is safe is just such a powerful model for how to build trust. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? From the airplane you fly in to the software that runs your phone, what other complex systems in your life are held together by a similar hidden promise of quality?